If you can't manifest what you want, it's probably because your mind is programmed for failure, and that's not your fault. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to reveal 5 mental codes that Buddha discovered 2,500 years ago, and that the global elite still uses today to manifest billions. But here's the catch. If you don't apply this within the next 24 hours, your mind will go back to the old programming. So if you're not willing to change your life right now, you can stop the video here. Coming up soon, I'm going to share code number 4 that's so powerful it can reprogram 20 years of limiting beliefs using a specific 3-step technique. But it will only work if you understand the first 3 codes first. That's why, if you skip any part, you'll lose the complete effect. The first code goes against everything they taught you about pain. Society programmed you to believe that pain and suffering are the same thing. That's the biggest lie that keeps you trapped in scarcity. Buddha discovered that there's physical and emotional pain, which is inevitable, and there's mental suffering, which is a choice you make every second. I'm going to teach you the exact technique to separate pain from suffering. When something bad happens, you feel the first arrow of pain, but then you drive a second arrow into yourself with your thoughts. Why me? This is unfair. I'll never be able to overcome this. That second arrow consumes 90% of your manifesting energy. Here's the practical exercise. Next time you feel pain or frustration, stop and ask yourself, is this the inevitable first arrow or the second arrow that I'm driving into myself? If it's the second, take 3 deep breaths and say mentally, I accept this pain without adding suffering. This instantly releases energy for manifestation. Rich and successful people I've studied for years have one thing in common. They feel the first arrow, but never drive the second. They transform pain into fuel to manifest the next level. And now you have the practical tool to do the same. Now tell me something in the comments. How many second arrows do you notice you're driving into yourself right now? Because what I'm going to teach you next will end this forever. The second code is even more disturbing. Buddha discovered that your mind is constantly trying to stop time. You want good moments to last forever and bad moments to never happen. This resistance to change is what keeps you trapped in the same reality. I'm going to give you the specific technique I use every day. Each morning, for just 2 minutes, practice the impermanence exercise. Look around you and mentally say about each object, person, or situation, this too shall pass. Not with sadness, but with acceptance. This trains your mind to flow with change instead of resisting it. When you deeply accept that nothing lasts forever, you become a pure channel for manifestation. Why? Because you stop clinging to what's already past and open space for the new to enter. It's like emptying a dirty cup to put in clean water. Here's the advanced technique. Whenever you're clinging to something, a relationship that ended, a job you lost, a situation that changed, practice the conscious releasing exercise. Close your eyes, visualize your hands holding what you want to control, and consciously open your hands and let go. Do this physically too. Repeat, I release what is no longer mine to make space for what is coming. Tell me in the comments, what's the hardest thing for you to let go of right now? Because recognizing this is the first step to release. Now comes the third code, and this one will destroy an illusion that's costing you your abundance. Since childhood, you've been programmed to seek happiness outside of you, in success, in the perfect relationship, in money, in recognition. This is like chasing mirages in the desert. Buddha discovered that peace comes from within. Don't seek it outside. Here's the practical technique that will completely change your manifesting game. Every day, before trying to manifest anything external, practice 5 minutes of what I call internal anchoring. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and find a feeling of peace that doesn't depend on anything external. It could be gratitude for your heart beating, for your breath working, for the consciousness you have in this moment. Anchor this sensation in your body. When you manifest from this inner peace, you attract situations that mirror this inner abundance. The advanced technique: before desiring anything new, ask yourself, am I wanting this to fill an internal void or to express my internal abundance? If it's to fill a void, work first on the internal anchor. If it's to express abundance, manifest with full power. Millionaire people I've studied understand this. They don't manifest from lack, they manifest from the internal abundance they've already cultivated. But there's something I haven't told you, yet that can change everything today. Practice now. Close your eyes for 10 seconds. Feel your breath. Observe your thoughts without judging them. That's silent space emerging. That's pure manifesting power, accessible at any moment. We've reached the fourth code, the most powerful of all. If you apply the technique I'm going to teach you now, you can reprogram decades of conditioning in weeks. Buddha said, what you think, you become. But he wasn't talking about superficial positive thinking. Your mind is literally a biological computer. Each thought is a code you're inserting. Neuroscience has proven that your brain is plastic. It molds according to your repetitive thoughts. If you repeatedly think, I'm not enough, you program your brain to seek evidence of that belief. Here's the 3-step technique for mental reprogramming that I use with my clients. Step 1. Mental audit. For 3 days, every time you catch a limiting thought, write it down without judgment. Just observe the pattern. Awareness is the first step to change. Step 2. Conscious substitution. For each limiting thought you identified, create a reprogrammed version. Don't force fake positivity. For example, change. I can't do this too. I'm learning to do this. Change. I'll never succeed to each attempt brings me closer to the result. Step 3. Intentional repetition. Choose 3 reprogrammed thoughts and repeat them 20 times every morning, looking in the mirror. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real experience and intense mental repetition. You're literally creating new neural pathways. The bonus technique: before sleeping, repeat your 3 reprogrammed thoughts. The brain processes and fixes information during sleep. You wake up with slightly different mental programming each day. Answer me honestly in the comments. What's the most limiting thought you repeat every day? Because recognizing this is the first step to reprogram. And now, the 5th code, which few people know. Before dying, Buddha said, be your own lamp. Don't rely on anyone else. This means you have within you everything you need to completely transform your life. Here's the practical technique to activate your inner lamp. Every day, reserve 10 minutes for what I call internal consultation. Sit in silence and ask a specific question about your life to your inner wisdom. It could be, what do I need to know today? What's the next step in my career? How can I improve my relationship? After the question, simply listen. Don't force answers. The first thing that comes, a sensation, an image, a word, an intuition, write it down. Practice this for a week and you'll be surprised by the clarity of answers that emerge from within you. The advanced inner lamp technique. When you're in doubt about an important decision, use the expansion test. Visualize choosing option A and observe if you feel expansion or contraction in your chest. Then visualize option B and observe the sensation. Your inner wisdom always communicates through sensations of expansion, openness, lightness, energy, or contraction, weight, closure, low energy. Visualize now a small golden light in the center of your chest. With each breath, it grows and expands. That light is you. That's your inner lamp. That's your manifesting power in pure state, waiting to be activated daily. These 5 codes aren't abstract philosophy. They're mental technology with specific exercises you can implement today. Start with just one exercise that resonated most with you and practice for a week. Then gradually add the others. If this video changed something in you, if you felt something clicked, don't let this energy go to waste. Click on the next video that will appear on your screen now and continue this transformation. The algorithm will show you exactly what you need to watch next.